Okay, welcome everyone to Development Review Committee. I'll turn the time over to Cheryl to start with number 1, zoning map amendment for Canyon Park Tech Center redevelopment.
Okay, that's not moving, so there we go. This is located at 1203 North, 630 East. It's currently a PD6 zone. This shows where it's located. It's the old Word Perfect campus. For reference, they want to. Hi, Brian, come on in.
Come on.
This is Brian Prince. This is his project that we're talking about. So currently it's PD6, as the rest of the campus is. They want to rezone it to a PD54, which would include single-family homes on individual lots, no twin homes or multifamily. This is a landscape plan showing where the open space will be. These are concept elevations of what they want to build. They will be smaller homes on smaller lots. These are the concept floor plans. There's a 30-foot wide plan and a 35-foot for the larger units. These are the setbacks and the open space. I think those are pickleball courts.
Yeah,
will be there.
that is. No, this is an older version.
626. And the parking exhibit are showing 2 parking spaces in the garage, 2 parking spaces on the driveway. And then this is their text. This is going to be a text amendment. So they're changing these items. The parking will be 2 parking spaces for each dwelling, and there will be a minimum of 1/2, but even though it says 1/4 parking space for each dwelling for guest parking within the development. Guest parking will be located within 150 feet of the dwelling served. You go down here, single-family units with a minimum of 2-car garage and a full-length driveway shall be considered an approved alternative to the above-listed parking requirements. Setbacks will be 6 units per acre, and they shall be back at least 15 feet from any other property not a part of the PD 54 zone. They want to have 2 stories with basements. That's another change from a PRD. In a PRD, you're not allowed to have basements. If you have a 75% second level, these will have 2 stories with basements. Any other changes? I think that was about it.
So that should be a 1/2 on the guest parking, not a 1/4.
It should be a 1/2.
So we'll make sure we get that changed.
Yeah, we will.
And then I noticed on the building plans, it didn't show that there were basements on any of those building plans.
Let's go back.
Maybe I missed it. It just in the tabulations, the square footage shows a main floor and an upper floor.
I can't make it larger. Main floor, upper floor, total floor, covered porch. That's
Garage,
correct.
covered porch. So there's, yeah, no indication there's basements in these units.
Now I'm stuck. Sorry.
So I would suggest if we make a motion to approve that we ask that the plans be amended to show the basement square footage on them, and also correct that 1/4 to a 1/2.
Sorry, I lost my
You're okay.
presentation thing. It's not working any longer. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm going to stop sharing and do it again.
Was it Justin?
Brian.
Brian, sorry.
I don't want to
got
speak
that
out of
phone.
turn.
No, you're okay. Brian, you mentioned that one plan was outdated.
Yeah.
Are all of the plans outdated or just that one sheet?
No, so I sent, sure you got the June, I sent you an update for this recent July 22nd. I sent you an updated file of those exhibits.
And I thought these were all from that.
So the July 22nd email has all the updated files. The question about the basement, These will have basements. When I was asked about architectural requirements, all that was required was a kind of a preliminary black line plan set. These are certainly not the whole CD plan sets of what we consider building. I don't think the ordinance requires that. We can give you a higher level detail. We do anticipate, we're asking for a basement product. Doesn't mean all will be basements. In reviewing with staff, what was asked for was elevations of the homes to get a sense of the architecture and exterior materials, along with what are referred to as black line or conceptual plans, floor plans. So that is what we provided.
I think the difficulty I have is I've sent it to a council member. There are not basements in these based on those drawings.
Well,
And
so
so
our application is requesting the opportunity to do a basement
and
project.
I didn't see that in the code language when I looked through it, but I guess
Are you talking
in my
about,
opinion, the plans need to indicate there's a basement, but I didn't see that it showed a basement in this code anywhere. Can you show me where that is, Cheryl?
so yes.
Because I must have missed it when I was telling our council member about it.
Two-car, I know it's in here. To you.
Right there under height, structures shall be limited to 2 stories above grade.
Thank you.
Basements.
Number 1.
Yeah, number 1.
Does it show it anywhere else?
No, because that's what they're changing. So this is a text amendment. So that's the text they're adding, is to be able to have the basements with 2 stories above grade. So
I'm sorry, I'm a little confused where it says basements are allowed. Like the
that's,
current code doesn't show that.
current code does not allow a basement. If you have a 75% second story, you're not allowed to have a basement. But that's part of the text that they're changing for this
Steve will
project.
review this text.
I know Gary has. I don't know if Steve has.
It's not very clear that basements are allowed in my opinion based on number 1. Just says with basements, but it doesn't indicate that they're allowed in the PD zone. This will be a sticky point of contention in that meeting with planning commission and city council. So I'm trying to help clarify.
I mean, the way we were asked to approach it was to provide language that would modify that existing PRD. And so, I mean, it's a new ordinance, right? But we weren't asked to draft the full ordinance. We were asked to provide language that would.
But you were changing.
We were changing with the intent of we're going to keep this as close to the existing PRD as possible.
Right.
And so we're not trying to be cute or tricky in any way.
No, I understand that. It just isn't very clear that basements are allowed by this code. I know it says about the height, but it doesn't specifically state that a basement is allowed.
Will be limited to 2 stories with basements. Should I make that red, or should I have Gary maybe
I would think there
rephrase
should be a
it?
separate line that says basements are allowed, because in a
Okay.
PRD, basements aren't allowed at all. But is Gary here today?
I have not seen him,
Okay.
but we can make that as part of the motion to add that language.
Okay.
Make basements a separate line item.
Obviously, this is just me speaking, so.
Well, if it's not clear to you, then it's not going to be clear to them.
So we need to clarify that we have the correct drawings if it sounds like we don't, so.
Sheriff, could you go to was it July 22nd? You know,
Some things I can.
We can pause the recording if you need to exit out and you can start back up.
It doesn't pause.
No? Okay.
That's okay. July 26th.
July 22nd.
I have a July 2nd and a July 26th. July 23rd, maybe? No, that's John. I have a traffic impact study. Is that what it was in?
No, I just resent it to you. It was sent to you and Jason. It went Monday, July 22nd, 9:30. I just reported to you. So it, on July 22nd had that, the access, but down below there's a link. It's also large, the Dropbox link.
Did you just resend it to me?
I did.
Have it. Refresh.
One question while she's looking that up.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't specify it in the code, ADUs, accessory dwelling units are not allowed in these, correct?
No, that wasn't something we added in the application.
Thank you.
There's no request for ADUs here.
I still don't have it, so
Okay.
I wonder if you have it on you.
let me look in spam. Why would you want to know?
So it shows the same memo where I provided you the resubmittal memo.
Okay, here it comes. I mean, I did find one.
So
But I
it
stopped
has the
sharing.
resubmittal memo, the traffic impact study, and then in the email there's a link to the Dropbox. It was just too big of a file to attach.
What's it doing? I don't know what it's doing.
And the file that Cheryl's pulling up, it isn't any, I mean, it's only addressing the latest red line comments. There were like 5 of them from that second red line review. And so it's not materially different. There were just some clarification questions that we addressed in the recent memo and then in the exhibit.
Sorry,
Well,
I just-
exit out.
I'm just not good at this.
Oh, sure was.
So this is, I'm not sharing anything. This is, I'm trying to share.
Right, that's connecting from our employment back in.
I'm
Pop in your PowerPoint. And yeah, it's still displaying your PowerPoint for some reason.
Let me close it. Maybe
Now
that.
you're up. No, I think you can share.
Share. I don't see
Oh,
it.
just take your entire screen. And then just pull up that drawing. Send you.
That works.
There you
There we go. So this is from July 18th. It looks the same. Is there any major
So
difference?
The only thing we addressed here, Cheryl, was that July 11th, you sent back staff red lines and there were 5 comments.
It was about this up here.
So we can, I've got that here. if you want.
But it had nothing to do with the setbacks
There were
or,
questions about color contrast in the exhibit. There was a question about HOA maintenance,
Yes.
dark versus light green. So we just, questions about the traffic impact study, which was a separate document. Like for example, one of the questions was, I'm just going down, was about making sure this was kind of HOA common area. So this pedestrian easement, pedestrian trail. There's a question about, does it connect to a road? It doesn't connect to a road. The intent is to provide future connectivity in the event that more of the office park is redeveloped. I mean, one of the big kind of community issues is there are a lot of residents, neighbors that have been, for lack of a better word, trespassing for many, many years. They walk through the parking lot in this green space. And so we've had multiple meetings with the neighbors, and that was one of the big items, was preserving connectivity from 1200 up to the Murdoch Canal. So, and we can't build a trail through property we don't control, but we can provide connectivity if and when there's ability to provide future trailer connectivity. So that's not connecting to a road, that's a private parking lot. The question in the staff red line was, who owns it and what is the intent? It's a trail connection. This area will be owned by the HOA, maintained by the HOA, as well as their, in meeting with staff, we put together a stormwater design. That large stormwater pipe that runs through the middle of the property will run through this easement. It's kind of a dual purpose. But from the June to this July resubmittal, not a ton of changes. It just addressed the specific comments that came from the July 11th staff review.
thank you.
Yeah.
So that's pedestrian walkway. And right up vehicular access. That answer those questions?
So Cheryl, I have a concern that these drawings haven't been seen by our plan review group. And I understand that not much has changed, but we don't really know that until we look at them and take the time to go through them.
So it has been cleared. So even though it wasn't in the slide, it was seen by Cody.
This set of drawings
Mm-hmm,
that are dated July.
mm-hmm. Yeah, he didn't clear anything until got these back.
Okay, so Cody's seen this email and seen these
Mm-hmm.
plans and explanations.
Yeah, because he wouldn't have cleared it. That's without those red lines coming back.
Okay. So you feel confident we have the right stuff, the right stuff's been seen maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Any other comments, concerns from the group?
Let me open up my presentation again.
It leads to the basement question. I'm happy to work with Gary on,
Okay.
however, we can help clarify the basement item. I mean, that is, the strategy was to let staff draft the ordinance. We can
Yeah,
provide additional notes, draft it ourselves, however you want to approach it.
yeah, I just think it needs a little more clarity myself, so.
Okay.
I think it's these are just straight out say basements are allowed, and that's understandable. Maybe our staff would miss that. That's my personal opinion, so just due to the confusion with trying to explain the council member whether they're not. It shouldn't be that hard to tell. So
Trying to find the presentation again. Sorry to make you sit through all that. It's there.
can we have that motion back up?
Yeah, I'm trying, sorry. Okay.
Okay, I move to enact section 22-11-67 PD 54 Canyon Park Tech Center redevelopment zone in appendix AAA of the Orem City Code. And then Article 22.53A in the zoning map of the city of Orem by changing the zone on approximately 24.3 acres from the PD 6 zone to the PD 54 zone located generally at 1203 north, 630 east, with 2 corrections, changing the language in the code for the parking, guest parking to be a half a stall versus a quarter stall, and providing better clarification that basements are allowed in PD 50. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Chris seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Okay, number
Thanks,
2,
Brian.
site plan for Skip Dunn Investments. Cheryl?
Okay, they're located at 482 South Commerce Drive in the M2 zone. It shows where they are located. You can see that there's an existing building. The new building will be on the west side towards the back of the property, facing the street. Here is a site plan for that building. Landscaping out front. This is what it currently looks like. So the new building will be back where those trailers in the back are.
Will they park their vehicles on the landscaping?
No,
Sorry,
there should be trees there.
couldn't resist. There will be trees as part of their site plan.
Yes.
Okay. Any concerns, questions, comments? Anybody want to make a motion?
All motion, the development review committee moves to approve the site plan for Skip Dunn Investments located generally at 42 South Commerce Drive in the M2 zone.
There's a second? Second by Rick. All in favor?
Aye.
No one's opposed. All right, we have minutes up. Approve the minutes from July 22nd, 2024. Anyone have any revisions? Anybody want to move to approve?
Motion that we approve the minutes from July 22nd, 2024.
I'll second. All in favor? Aye. I'll move to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Who
Thanks,
seconded
everyone.
that?
All of us.
I was gonna say, there's so many.
Come on, 24 minutes, your record for longest one.
That's like all the last